In port number one, suppose I connected one more laptop. This is my laptop. I just removed this cable and I connected to the mic cable. Or this is my laptop. Someone has come and they have removed this cables and just they have connected to their laptops. If they have connected their laptops, so I don't want someone else is connected to the laptop in the my ports, which is already assigned to me. I just want, if someone else is connect this port, I need that security label. Either it is going to shut down this port, either it is going to deny this port. By achieving this task, if someone wants, by achieving this task, we can use a switch port security. Port security, this is for the end user security. This is for the end user security. In the user port security, if you apply the port security, if someone else is going to connect in this port, accept this laptop or accept this laptop with this port, then it is going to give some different kind of alert. It is going to give some different kind of alert in this situation. So what we can do, we can use the port security. We have a two types of port security, but in a two types of port security, just we are going to study. So we can use a port security to secure this task. So what we can do, so we have a port security. So what is the port security? Is a feature that maps a switch those MAC address or those addresses can be learned dynamically or configured statically. Dynamically or configured statically. Only mapped MAC address will work on that port. Only MAC address will work on that port. If unauthorized MAC address, then switch disabled. That is, if you want, you can make something in bracket. Upon configuration, depends upon configuration done by administration. Done by administration means which is done by the network admin or administration. So it in that means actually we have a three types of violation here. I can discuss about that. So we have a three types of violation. In that violation, if any of the other ports or any of the in that some whatever we have bind that ports except that laptop which is bind through the particular ports, if someone else is going to connect or some else laptop is going to connect that in the particular ports, he is going to disable that port. That is depend on upon the configuration, because we have a 2 to 3 types of configuration in this, so according to that it is going to bind or it is going to violation that condition. Okay, what is those configuration? Let's discuss about that. So if you talk about we have a three types of violation. Number one is shutdown. Number two is restrict. Number three, two is restrict. Number one is shutdown. Third is protection. Not protection, protect. So three violation is there. According to these violations, we are going to shut down the ports. It is going to restrict the port and it is going to protect. In that means, if you talk about a shutdown, in the shutdown, what will happen? Let's write some theory here, then I can explain. If you configure the shutdown, so what happened? The port immediate goes into the error disabled state. It means if we configure the shutdown, if you configure the port security as in shutdown, then the port, if you are connecting some different laptop on the same ports, then the port is going to immediate in error disable mode. This is the kind of shutdown. Error disable means it is a kind of shutdown which effectively shut down. I said right. It's kind of shutdown which effectively shut down. And SNMP trap is sent. SNMP trap is sent and sent a log entry is made. Okay, I'll explain this point. So if it is in shutdown mode, then what happen? It is going to generate the logs. It's going to generate log. I'll show that logs also while configuring while doing the practicals. And after that, it will not come up automatically. That is one rule is that it will make to come up automatically. Otherwise, what happened? So admin or network admin means just we need a manual interventions to bring that port down back. Actually, we need a manual to up that port to up that port. Means network admin has to come and do the shutdown and no shut means just they have to make the port up or down means port as an up. Okay, so this is the first one. If you talk about the restriction, both I will explain, don't worry, both I will explain. But doing the practical we can go through the one by one. In restriction, what happened? See, frame will drop. Frame is whatever the data frame it is there, that will drop. Frames will drop, but port will stay up. In shutdown, the port itself it is going to go into the kind of dropping kind of shutdown mode. But in this actually port will stay up, but switch keep continuous, sending the violation of SNMP trap packets, or just means simply is going to generate the SNMP trap or syslog to inform you this port is this port someone else is connected the system, because of that it is violating actually. So let me write the theory here. Counting number of violation, it send the it send SNMP trap and says. So what it does again, it is not going into the shutdown state, but what happened? Simply it is going to send the port is a step, not it is going to down like a shutdown, but it is port is step up, and then they again is going to count the violation and is sending the logs message. That's SNMP trap, nothing. This is going to send only the syslog. Mean just logs message. This violation is happened in this port number. That is what the means of the restriction. I'll show you while doing the practical. So next one is a protect actually. In protect, so third one is a protect. In protect, what it happen? Frames will drop. Frames will drop. Stay up. There is a no log of the violation. There is no log message for the violation. That is what the means. There is no log of the violation. Means like above, like restrict and shutdowns, they will not send any of the logs. It means this is the violating. So just we can send the logs. They will not send any of the logs. This is your port security. This is your port security definition. This is your shutdown. What is the means of shutdown? In it will come under the port security. This is your restrict and this is your protects. These are the things actually it will happen when we are going to configure the port security. Okay, let's do some practical, then we'll come to know the actual things. We can connect one switch here. In this switch, just I'm taking two routers here, 2 to 3 routers, simple. If you take one router also, that is fine. Router, I will make this as an PC. Okay, switch. So let's we configure one by one. This is your 0/1, 1/0/1, and this is your 1/0/2. Two ports are there. In two ports, you can configure here like this. Okay, this is your switch. Assign one IP addresses. So you configure one switch, we can take here one router and two other routers also. Here we can use 10.1.1.1, and here we can use 10.1.1.2 just for the pinging purpose, and just remaining all they are in a VLAN number 1. So let's do that. Configure the router first. In the router, just you can use the port number. No, enable config terminal. Host name is PC1. Okay. Do so IP interface brief. What is the port configuration? Go gigabit is there. So interface gig 0/0/0. IP address 10.1.1.1 255.250. No, shut. Okay. Exit. Go for the other router. Do the same configuration. Assign the IP address to the interface, and in that come back here and give the no IP routing to make as an PC, and do the same here also. Config terminal, interface gig 0/0/0, IP address 10.1.1.2 255.255.255.0. No shut. Exit. No IP routing. Come into the switch. Now just we configured it actually. If you want, you can ping it from here. Ping 10.1.1.2. It will take a time because this port is coming up. The status is red, it will come up. After coming up, he is going to ping. Let's wait for the ping. Still they are in orange. Okay, it's green. Now it started pinging, right? So now we are able to ping that ports. Let's come into the whatever configuration for the port security we can do into the only switch. So what we can do, open to the switch here, come out. So let's configure in a port 0/1 because this is connected to the 0/1. Okay, 10101. Oh, sorry, and this is 0/2. Okay, so now we are in the 0/1 only. So just we can configure one by one. First, you can enable the switch port security. It is a dynamic port. Dynamic port means in the dynamic port we cannot enable the port security. Simply he's saying this is the dynamic ports we cannot enable. Means we can configure the access as an static. Switch port mode access means this is the dynamic access. This is the port access is there because already by default they are the port are coming in access port. So we can make the switch port mode access as an statically. This is the static access. Then you can give the upper command, then it will take. Now it is taking switch port security. Okay. Now enable the switch port security. After what we can do, we can configure the how many number of MAC address do you want to configure? So switch port security, give the maximum maximum how many MAC address do you want to configure? Give the question mark here. He will say you can configure the 1 to 132. Means one port you can bind the minimum 132 MAC address. Sorry, maximum 132 MAC address, minimum 1 MAC address. So I just simply going for the one because we don't want two or three. Just simply I'm going for the one. Then you can configure switch port security. What kind of violation you can configure? Violation means I said three types are there: protect, restrict, and shut down. If you configure the protect, it is going to shutdown mode, it is going to restrict mode, and it is going to the protect mode. So I'm going to use first shutdown. If you go configure the shutdown, it is going to it will that port it will go into the shutdown mode. Okay. After that, so I can bind the MAC address. Switch port security, bind the MAC address. MAC address you can bind the. You are going to type the you are going to type or just you can go for the static. Statically means whatever MAC address it will run the dynamically simply is going to stick in the same interface. So I'm going for the stick. Sticky means simply whatever is going to learn that MAC address. Immediate is going to bind in the particular port. This MAC address it is going to stick to means that dynamically. After that, if you are going to connect some different device, it will not. It will just put that port into the shutdown mode. That is what the means of stick means. No need to type. Either you have to type the MAC address like this, 48 bit. Either just you can use this concept to the configure dynamically secure address as a sticky. Means it is going to take from here. Now I configure the port security. Okay. Do show history. So this much configuration we have done it here inside the interface. Copy. This is the configuration of port number 0/1. Just one we are going to take example. In 0/1 we are going to take. This is the configuration which we can configure. Means this it is not required here first. First I just tried, it is not taken, then I have done the configuration of static access, then it is take the all the configuration. Now what we can do, if you come here, so port security, I configure the port security in this port which is going to use a shutdown. First one you configure the shutdown. In this what he is going to take. If you change the MAC address, if you change the device, if you connect some different device, he is going to put that port into the shutdown or error disable state. That is the means of. So what we can do, we are not going to change the device. Just we can open this router and we can change the MAC address of the particular interface. In this interface, I will change the MAC address that it look like some different device. So what we can do, config terminal interface gig once, sorry, 0/0/0. We have option to check the MAC address 1234.1234.123a. Now what happened? It will go down and then it will come up. Just we change the MAC address. So now see the violation of here. Change the shutdown administration down. Okay. This is down. Just we change it. Show port security. Maximum we have the just one. One violation is happen here, right? One violation is happen here. It was not there. It was 0. Just I change the MAC address of the router. After that, what happened? One violation is happened here. If you if you use the command show port security interface gig 1/0/1. He's saying violation mode is shut down. Means whatever we configured that mode is shut down. We just change the MAC address of this. We change the MAC address and violation how many times occurred? Violation occurred is 1 times. Violation occurred is One times port security is enabled on this interface. 0 minute ago, the port violation you can check. So interface status error disable. Interface status I show because you can run the error disable command, but the packet tracer it is not taking. So what we can do, you can check the error disable. See, it is in error disable mode. What we can do, just we can put the shutdown command, then we can make the no shut command, then it will come up automatically. So config terminal interface gig 1/0/1, put the shutdown command. After that, you can make the no shut. So what happened? So interface status it is connected again. If you want to ping, sorry, we used to check the ping command also. Now, if you want to ping here, it will ping 10.1.1.2. It will take a ping because we shut down. It was shut down. It started pinging, right? So it will ping. Do one thing. Let's change the MAC address again. Just we can remove this MAC address. We'll see. Again, it is going to shut down it state because again it is new MAC address for the particular port. Config terminal, up arrow, and again up arrow. Put the no. Again, it is going to in shutdown mode. Even you can see here. Again, it's saying admin is down. If you run the command interface status, again it is going to the error disable mode. If you want to ping it, actually it will not ping. It will not ping at all. Again, you have to make the shutdown, then no shut, then it will come up. See, it is not pinging. Again, what you can do, you can make that port config terminal interface gig 1/0/1 shutdown more than no shut. Again, if it is come, then you can try to ping, it will ping. It will ping after 2-3 port packet because the port is taking time to come up. Config terminal and interface gig 0/0/0 IP address. No set, exit, no IP, routing. This command is going to disable the function of routing. Name is PC1. Okay. Other PC you have to configure the same things. Config terminal interface gig 0/0/0 IP address 10.1.1.2 255.255.255.255.0 no shut exit no shut exit no IP routing. Okay, no IP routing, and go into the config mode, host name PC2. Okay, and so now you will able to ping from PC1 to PC2. Let's try to ping 10.1.1.1. This is the same IP address of the interface. Ping.2 also it will ping. It will take time because the port is still coming up. Now it's pinging, right? So now what we can do, go into the switch. Let's configure the switch. Okay, no switch config terminal. Which port is connected here? You can see like this here 0/1 and 0/101. 102. So I'm going to enable the shutdown first. Let me start from the shutdown also. So first I'm going to enable the port security violation as a shutdown. We'll change the MAC address, and again we can check. Okay. In switch config terminal interface gig 1/0/1. Okay. Switch port security. It will not take because we have to do the static access configuration, access port configuration. Switch port mode access. Now you can do the port security. It will take. Now the port security is enabled by using these commands. Okay. So what we can do? Again, we can give the maximum. How many MAC address do you want to bundle here? How much it will support? From 1 to 132 it will support. I'm going to go for only one. How many MAC address? Just one. I can bundle right away. Next, what which violation you want to put now? Violation. What is the three violations are there? Shutdown, district, and production. We go use for the shutdown. It means if you connect some different device on the same port, it is going to shut down. Give that error in error disable mode. Okay. Now you can bind the MAC address also. Switch port security, question mark, MAC address, bind. Bind means what? Either you can write this, either you can use a sticky commands. It will learn the one time MAC address of the particular interface. Dynamic it will learn. After that it will bind it. I'm giving the sticky. Now we configured. So port security. We configure /0/1, 1/0/1, maximum number of count 1. Still we don't have any violation. If it is violation, action mode is shutdown. It will go into the shutdown. If it is going to the into violation mode. Okay. Now do one thing. So we cannot change the device, just change the MAC address of the PC1. How to change? Config terminal interface gig 0/0/0. Simple command is there. MAC address 123.4.123.4. I kept it 0000. Okay. You can see here, come here. It is going into the shutdown. Up arrow. Where action is now the security violation occurred one time. It was 0. It was 0. If you say here, so port security interface gig 1/0/1. This is the detailed information about the port security. Port security we enabled. It is enabled. What is that mode? Secure shutdown. Port status is secure shutdown. Status violation 0 minute ago. Absolute disable, and maximum MAC address we can bind single. What is the current MAC address of this? Single. Violation occur is single times. Count also it is there. Count also it is there. Okay. Do one thing. How to check? So interface status. We don't have an option here to check more commands because command is error disable command is there. Now this port go into the error disable mode. It goes into the error disable mode. If you are try to ping now from PC1 to PC2, it should not ping. It should not ping because this is the kind of error disable mode. This is the kind of shutdown state. This is the kind of shutdown state. If you have a shutdown port number, then how you will able to ping? It will not ping. That is the one thing. Okay. Again, how you can recovery? Go into the switch. Go into the config mode. Interface gig 1/0/1. Makes port first. You can make this shutdown. After that, you can do the no shut. Then you can check again do so status. Now it is look like connected, right? It is saying the connected means that port is up. See here, the port is up. Even if you go for come out, so port security, the violation count is 0 because port is came up. Okay. Now if you are trying to ping here, you will able to ping. You will able to ping right now because now we have removed the, we have make as a no set means now he can use this MAC address only. Now he cannot use the actual device MAC address. So interface gig 0/0/0. Now we have bind this MAC address, but it was not, it was this MAC address. Now we have bind this MAC address. Let's remove this MAC address. Again, that port go into the error disable state. So interface gig 0/0/0 MAC address. Okay, we have command. We can push upper arrow. You can give the no here. When you are giving the no, again the port is going to into the shutdown. If you come into the switch, again one violation will occur. Port security violation occurred. If you go the show interface status, again it is in error disable state because again the switch is going to learn again one times of the MAC address. Means old MAC address come here. End. Now the MAC address is actual MAC address of the device. It was we changed it. So this is the actual MAC address of the device. So he is learning the same MAC address. So how to bring this port up? Go into the config mode, config terminal, interface gig 1/0/1. Make first shutdown. After that you can make the no shut. The port is come up. So interface status. No, which one was there? No, this is not wrong. It's right command. No, again it is down, right? Config terminal interface gig 1/0/1 shutdown no shut. Port is disabled. So we have auto recovery option also. We can use the auto recovery option also. Go into the config terminal mode, use error disable. Let's command, you can see here, hi, is there or not. We don't have option here, error disable. So we have option of the error disable auto. So we can use the commands to make the auto recovery also. Simple. In config mode, go error disable recovery any causes, cause all. कोई भी cause रहता, multiple causes वहां पे है. You can go for the any causes. Config already it is there, just I'm making this equal. Option is there, you can give the time of interval. Error disable recovery interval. We can give 30 seconds, 50 seconds. We have a max time, so we can give this. By using these commands, automatic after sometimes it is going to recover. So no need to make the shutdown and no shut commands over there. It is auto going to make the recovery. So no need to do the shut and no shut in these conditions. Okay, this is what it will help to recover the automatic. Okay, again I'm going to remove the port security of violation shutdown. Let's use for the next one. So interface gig 1/0/1. So what was the switch port security? Okay, it is not here. Simple switch port security, switch port security violation shutdown, right? So you can give this command as a no. Instead of this command, simple, you can go Control A, you can remove this, Control E, and we can use other one, restrict. I'm using a restrict one. That's it. If you use a restrict one, again we can go into the PC one, change the MAC address, make it as an 2. Let me make as in 2. If you make the 2, what will happen? Simple. Now show interface gig 0/0/0. Now we have MAC address of the 2. If you try to ping 10.1.1.2, you will not able to ping, because what happened? It is going to generate the logs, but it is not a kind of means it is not a kind of shutdown ports. So port security 0, violation is occurs. What is the mode of that? Restrict. What is the mode of that? Restrict. Because this port will not go into the error disable state, but communication will not be there. Okay. Config terminal, interface gig 0/0/0 and go with the old MAC address 1. If you go with the old MAC address, it is 18 times, it's fine. Okay. Try to ping, you will able to ping. You start pinging, right? It will not show anything. Means you no need to go and shut down and not shut. Just you can go with the old device and you can connect that. If you are still with the new device, you will not able to reach to any of the networks. Again, you can connect with the old device. You will able to ping. We are able to ping now. See, okay. Let's go for the next one. Again, you can remove the restriction here. Put the no shut, sorry, no, and again Control A, remove the no here, and Control E, use your protect. In protect also, in this week, it is not going to generate any logs, and no need to shut and no shut. Again, if it is violation is protect, if you can show, you can check here. So port security. Now violation is protect. Okay. Come here and can change the, again we can change the MAC address of the device. Again, you will not able to ping from here 10.1.1.2. Again, you will not able to ping here. Is it also not going to generate any of the logs? Now, again, what you can do? You can go into the config mode, enter, and go for the old MAC address. Means just old device. Old MAC address means just old device, because we don't have option to change again and again the device. It will start reachable. Now it is able to reach. So just we have 3: shutdown, protect, and restrict. We use shutdown. It is in go into the error disable mode. It is a kind of shutdown. If you go for the restrict, in this it is not going to put that port into the shutdown. Port will stay up actually. But what will happen? it will not communicate to the others, and it is going to generate the logs by using the SNMP trap. If you talk about the protect, in that protect actually, they will not put that port into the shutdown. Port will stay up and it will not going to generate any of the logs, and but they are you are not able to communicate. Again, if you connect the old device, you will able to communicate, and no need to make any shutdown and no shut commands here. And in restrict also, we cannot make any shut and no shut command here. Anyone has any question, please?